Hello, and welcome to Highly Recommended Delicious Recipes by Naomi Pete. Today we're going to cook an amazing ginger rum chicken. This is Chinese ginger rum chicken. It's my mom's recipe. Her name is Louise Booth, and I'm so excited to be able to share some of the recipes that she has shared with our family for so many years with the rest of the world. I know you're going to love it as much as our family does. Now, in order to get started, these are the items that you will need. You're going to need 2 packs of chicken thighs. That's boneless, skinless chicken thighs, about the size of the packs that you see on the screen. You also need 4 tablespoons of Bacardi rum. Now, don't be afraid of cooking with rum. The alcohol actually cooks off of the rum as you're cooking the sauce, so you won't have to worry about anybody getting drunk or children eating this meal. It's fine. The actual alcohol content will cook off while you're cooking the meal, so don't worry about that. Then you'll need black pepper to taste and 1 piece of fresh ginger about the size that you see on the screen, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. 7 tablespoons of soy sauce. Kikkoman is my favorite, but any brand will do. 3 tablespoons of white sugar, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 4 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, 1 large mixing bowl, and 1 large skillet. Now, this is the type of ginger that you're going to need. The ginger is made from China, and it's used in a lot of Chinese dishes. So I did find this ginger at Walmart. So you can find ginger pretty much anywhere. Walmart does carry it, at least here in Louisiana it does. So this is what it looks like. And you want to go ahead and chop it into pieces like this. Now, you don't want to peel it. It's not something that you need to peel. You just chop it into pieces like this. And you're going to put the whole piece, after it's chopped, into your bowl, along with both 2 packs of the skinless, boneless chicken thighs. And you want to cut those chicken thighs after you've washed them thoroughly. And you also do want to wash the ginger very thoroughly on the outside before you put it into the bowl and before you cut it. So you want to wash the chicken thighs very carefully and then cut them into bite-sized pieces, chunks. So it looks like this with the ginger and the chicken in the bowl together. Okay, now you want to start adding your ingredients to the bowl. So the first ingredient is going to be your sesame oil. Sesame seed oil can be found also at Walmart or any of your favorite stores. It's usually in the aisle, same aisle with the soy sauce and the other Asian foods. So you're going to want to go ahead and put your 4 tablespoons of sesame seed oil into the same bowl. Next, you want to put your sugar, and that's going to be 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Next, we want to put our soy sauce. And now this dish calls for a lot of soy sauce. Don't be afraid of that. It's what gives it its brown coloring and its flavor. So 7 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then you want to add your rum. The Bacardi rum, you would want to do 4 tablespoons of Bacardi rum right into the same bowl. Next is your vinegar, just regular distilled white vinegar, 3 tablespoons of that. Next you have your pepper. Now your pepper is to taste. I like to cover the top layer of my chicken with the pepper, not too much. You kind of can get a feel for how you like to eat your dishes, but I like to put enough to just kind of lightly coat the top part of the chicken. Then you mix all of that together. Make sure you just wash your hands really thoroughly and go ahead and put your hands in there and just mix it all together. Make sure that the ginger is down in the bottom so that it gets all saturated into the meat. Make sure that all of the sugar and all of the sauces that we've put into the dish are all mixed together. And then you just put it into the refrigerator and you're going to leave that overnight. Just go ahead and leave it overnight, sleep on it. After about 10 to 12 hours, it doesn't even need to be that long, but I like to make sure that my chicken is very well marinated. You can probably get away with 8 hours, but I would do 10 to 12 hours. The next morning, when you take this chicken out, you're going to want to go ahead and cook it right away. Now, there's a secret to doing this, because you don't just want boiled chicken. You kind of want to have the chicken have you don't want it to be boiled. You want it to be slightly fried, I guess you could say. So you're going to take the 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil and you're going to put them in a pan, a large skillet. And then what you're going to do after you heat that up all the way, on high, heat it up really nice and hot, then what you're going to do is you're going to want to put the chicken into the pan without the sauce that it's in the bowl. And you also want to take care not to pick up pieces of ginger. You'll be able to tell where that ginger is because you didn't cut the ginger really, really fine. You cut it into those big chunks. So you want to be able to tell where the ginger is, and don't pick up the ginger, just the chicken. And you pick it up with one of these spatulas that has the slots in it so that the juice runs through and all you get is chicken. So take the chicken out without the ginger, put it into the pan with the vegetable oil, and begin to fry that. Make sure that you take all the chicken out and that you fry it pretty well through. Now you don't want it to be, crispy, you don't want it to be really, really brown, but you want it to be that light tan color that says that it's just ready to be eaten, not overcooked. So you want to cook that probably about 15 minutes, I would say, on high, that whole 2-pack of chicken thighs. Next, you want to add, after the chicken has gotten thoroughly cooked, but not overdone, you want to add the sauce into the skillet at this point, but you don't want to add the ginger. See, ginger has a very, very distinct taste, and nobody wants to bite into a piece of ginger. It's very, very strong, and you will definitely know that you just bitten into a piece of ginger. So you don't want to put the ginger into the skillet. So take care to run your sauce through one of these strainers. You want to make sure that none of the ginger gets into your pan. So this is what it looks like after you've run it through the strainer and the ginger is still in the strainer. You're going to go ahead and throw that away, and you're going to put the sauce into your pan, and you're going to go ahead and let this cook for another 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, I would say. You'll be able to kind of judge it when the chicken becomes nice and brown. You want to at least cook it for 20 minutes because the Bacardi rum needs to be cooked off, the alcohol needs to be cooked off of the rum, and that takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So you want to at least cook it for another 15 to 20 minutes to make sure all of the alcohol is run out, and no more than about 30 more minutes, because if you cook it longer than that, the chicken will get to be a little bit tough, and we want this to be nice and tender. So here is what it looks like as the chicken is fully done and we're ready to serve. I went ahead and served it with asparagus, bacon wrapped asparagus, and of course over white rice. So this is our delicious meal, and it's time to go ahead and eat. So I hope that you enjoy, and please leave me comments to let me know how it tasted and whether or not you enjoyed it as much as our family did. Thanks again, and I appreciate you watching. Until next time. Keep cooking, keep tasting, and always pursue your passion.